What is up, everybody? It is Wreaker, and welcome to another little tutorial thing for Minecraft. I'm not really sure how to title this one. This is a problem I've had in multiple different worlds, and I finally figured out how to use it while preparing for the next survival episode I was recording. So I figured might as well turn to a tutorial and just show it off for you guys real quick. Anyway, as you know, the main issue is it's hard to get mobs to stay in place. Either you can't protect the villagers, or you have, say, pillagers trying to chase villagers, or zombies trying to chase villagers. So, getting everyone to stay where they're supposed to can be a bit of a nightmare. But there are simple ways. Simplest way, rails. Villagers, let me go ahead and explain the setup. There's a glass block missing down this entire row just so the zombies can see in and scare the villagers. But you can put a rail right there, and mobs won't actually pathfind over rails, period. Just a quick demonstration. That villager is now essentially trapped. However, if he gets nudged onto... there we go. If he gets nudged onto the rail, he can then run off. So that's where... that has a downside if you want the mob to move around. Another way is just put a carpet above a doorway. And all these are for if you want to build doors in a village and have villagers moving around, but you don't necessarily want them... you want to keep your librarian in your library, or your cleric in your brewery. Just stuff like that. You can put a carpet, and you can walk through perfectly fine, but villagers cannot because they're too tall. The downside to this one is baby zombies can run in, and since they can fit through one block gaps, they don't see this as a barrier. You can go multiple carpets down, like that, and it does do the effect. It used to, you didn't have to have a block above it. Now it doesn't always work. It sometimes works, because the villager will read it as, oh, I'm going to take damage if I fall down there, so it'll kind of lock their AI. You can apparently shove them inside a fence post. I don't know why this one works, but it does. But again, these are all for doorways and stuff like that you can enter in and out of, but villagers and other mobs, aside from one block tall mobs, they really can't. Now here, where you see a bunch of panicked villagers, this is another option. Say you have a market stall or whatever, like an open air market in a village. And that's actually why this whole thing came about, because I'm putting a bunch of pillagers into a market to act as merchants. Had to think of the word. And I use villagers as test subjects because I can easily scare them and essentially panic them, and they're going to look for any block they can get out of. So if they can't escape this, then the pillager can't. Honey blocks, beautiful sound, but villagers can't jump. I'm in creative, so I can fly out of it, but if I'm in survival, I'm trapped there. You can put down a trapdoor, and it has the same effect. The same with carpets. The honey block, I'm not sure if I called it slime or not, but honey block will prevent them from jumping over that. And it will actually prevent them from jumping over a slab. But because the honey block is a couple pixels lower, let me grab one of those honey blocks. The honey block's hitbox technically is like a pixel lower or something because the player sinks into it. Because you can not fall down because you can get sucked into the hitbox of the honey block. Because of that, the villager doesn't think he can walk over the slab. However, if he can walk over onto a trapdoor, he can walk over onto a carpet. So a slab or something taller than that, and the villager can't escape. And like I said, same goes for a pillager. If you want to use honey blocks, you do have to have a 1-block barrier around it. And to show that off, here's some honey blocks. And yeah, you can see the villager just walks straight off it, and he can roam free. But yeah, as I clean up some of my problems here, if you found any of this interesting at all, please leave a like down below, consider subscribing to the channel, and leave a comment. Tell me how many things I got wrong. Until the next one, this has been Wreaker, and let chaos reign.